Are we starting? Are we doing the intro again and everything, Jen, or no? Okay. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Muscular Development's coverage of the Texas Pro. Coverage brought to you by High-Tech Pharmaceuticals. This is one of the last, because there's another one tomorrow in Spain, chances to qualify for the Mr. Olympia. It's a battle. We saw an amazing battle this morning, early afternoon, between Steve Kuclo, Iain Valliere, and Phil Clayhar. All very, very tough challengers. We're going to have on our panel tonight, as we did this afternoon, Chris, a.k.a. the Goon Griffin, noted prep coach. To his right, on my screen anyway, we have Women's Physique Pro, champion of several major events, including the Arnold Classics, Women's Physique International, runner-up at the Olympia, currently training to win the 2021 Women's Physique Olympia title. Please welcome, 25 years of age, Natalia Coelho. Yeah, I had to throw that in because they said we had an old panel, but we do have someone young, guys. That's just, you millennials, we got a millennial just for you guys so you can relate. And of course, last but not least, forum legend, all-around great guy, Big Mike Cox. Welcome, everybody.
Thank you, Ron. Love being here. Appreciate it.
Yeah. So we got to talk about the contest photos, because I just took a look at the photos posted on musculardevelopment.com in our contest gallery that Hector Mendoza up front took. And man, everybody looks so much more conditioned in those photos than what I saw this afternoon on my computer screen. The resolution is just phenomenal. And the guys that were we were kind of bagging on the condition a little bit, say this guy looks a little soft. Like I said that about Martin Fitzwater, and then I looked at the pictures. Yeah. He could have been a little harder, but he was still in pretty good shape. So when they say you had to be there, either you have to be there or you at least have to have some really good high-res images to go by. The stream is just not the same. You guys all checked out the pictures. Let me know what you think.
Much more dice. Much more.
You don't get the same view that you do like from the stream as from those pictures or live. So it adds a little more excitement to it now, because you realize these guys are really close. I mean, I think Steve's, I think, is in the lead, but second and third, either way, it's up for grabs.
Yeah. And
I was just looking at the pictures, and it looks even closer than in the live stream. So that's going to be exciting to watch tonight, because it's very close.
I mean, it's Kuclo to me, like Chris said earlier, he has so much of everything. It's just very hard to beat a package like that. That's why he's, top 5, top 6 at the Olympia level, because there's not many people when Steve Kuclo is 100% that can handle that and beat him. But they do. We talked today about the confirmation round, and things change. People can fade. People can get sharper. Sometimes I've seen shows come down to, like Steve Weinberg will pose these guys for 20 minutes, just 2 guys, basically to see who drops, because they're that close. We could see something like that later on.
I think we will.
Yeah.
Sergio versus Alexis a couple years ago, worked those 2 guys. And you could definitely, I would love to see just Iain and Phil by themselves. Yeah. There's a straight call between those 2. But like I said, a lot can happen in a couple hours. People can fill out, flatten out. So we'll see how, if they've made any changes in these past couple hours.
Yeah, because if Kuclo, I doubt it's going to happen, but if he somehow spilled over or something, I mean, I seriously doubt it's going to happen, but that's a possible scenario. And if that happens, Phil or Iain could get past him. Do I think that's going to happen? Probably not, but stranger things have happened in this wide world of sports.
It could. You could lock up on stage in the middle of, like Paul Dillette did. So anything can happen.
Yeah, I mean, God forbid.
Yeah.
Friday the 13th was yesterday, so we shouldn't have any calamities today. We should be okay. Unless it's still the 13th in Texas. They are an hour behind.
1 hour, not 1 day. So pretty good.
Well, I think Australia is the most ahead of everybody in time, or they got to be close to it.
It's like tomorrow.
It's 14 hours ahead of where I am.
Oh my God.
In California, it'll be 17 hours ahead. Yeah, it's ridiculous, because I've been trying to coordinate an interview with this podcast guy in Brisbane, Australia, and it's the time differences is brutal. And he's a DJ, so he doesn't get up very early either. It makes it worse.
No 7 a.m. interview times, right?
Oh, I'm not doing that. If I would do that if I had to. If like they said, I've done like 3 a.m. interviews before, but
oh my God,
I had to. But if they said like Big Ramy, okay, this is when he can talk to you. It's 4 a.m.
Right.
Like, all right, I'm not gonna say no. No, Ramy, I don't want to get up that early. No, come on. You get a chance like that, you have to take it.
Yeah. That's a definite.
So
Speaking of the photos,
yeah,
I was impressed with Ahmad, from the live stream. He was shredded in the photo. Really diced.
Yeah.
He really brought it today.
And that dude, he's very complete too, though, dude. Like he's a very complete bodybuilder. You know what I mean? Like that has that combination of condition and fullness. What gets me is like these guys are so full, but they're still conditioned. You know, that kind of crazy condition being that full. You know, it's a delicate mix. You don't spill over, but it looks like a lot of these guys kind of like figured that that process out. And Ahmad especially, he just looked absolutely insane, man.
I mean, Mike, you and I were talking about. Sorry, Natalia. Hassan Mustafa. He's so big and full. Me and you and I, we're such geniuses at contest prep. We thought he needs to come in just flat. If that's what it takes for him to get shredded, someone like that could be flat and he'd still look pretty. And if he got that condition, he'd look amazing.
He'd look amazing, and he would look so much bigger on stage. I mean, I get, the judges want you full. You got to be full these days, right? Yeah. There's no more of that kind of like 90s crispness that they have anymore. But if this guy was just a little, just shredded, just flat and a little shredded, there's no telling how he would look or how he would do, because he's got as much muscle as any of these guys in the IFBB. He really does.
I think he's not even going to look flat. He's going to try to come flat, and he's not going to be flat because he has so much muscle and mass and size. But I don't know what he's been doing, though, because I heard an interview or something that he was saying that he was just eating fish.
Oh, my God.
And I'm like,
yuck.
I don't know. He's trying whatever he can to get, feel, but...
That sounds like torture.
So...
But you just never know with that kind of guy. And just kind of learn. I think Aceto's still doing his diet, right? He's still prepping with Chris Aceto. Yes. So just maybe learn his body a little more. But it's been a long year. It's been a very long year. So, he's got a few weeks to shut it down after. Is he doing an Arnold Classic too?
Yep.
Oh, wow. That's a hell of a year,
a lot of shows. I think it's like 8 shows, 7 shows. I don't even know.
Jesus.
So many shows.
I imagine. I seriously doubt he's going to do that next year.
No, I mean,
he's going to crash hard after Olympia. And he's like, I'm sure he's going to feel it. He's probably like running on fumes till then, adrenaline, But once the Olympia's over, I bet he'll sleep for 4 days, grow a beard. He'll be like, I'm all done. I'm done. He'll go back into a good off season after that, I think.
He needs a good off, but even he can kind of, but he just need to be bigger, right? Does he need to get any additional size, or he's just got the size to stand almost next to anyone, But like, how do you tell someone not to grow in the off season?
Yeah, I mean, do you think he can get any bigger than he is now?
I don't. He looks like he's almost maxed out, right? Even 5-10 more pounds on him. Where are you going to put that, really? I mean, maybe on his back. I mean, his back could be better, granted, but you're not going to put like just 10 pounds of mass on your lats.
I mean, I think we've suggested like him and Ramy, guys like that, because we're geniuses. We would say they need to lay off leg training for a while. But I actually saw that question because Ramy has a column in Muscular Development now through Enhanced Labs, and that was a question. I came up with the questions and they sent them off to him, and a translator answered them for me with him. And one of them was, do you think about not training legs? Have you ever thought about not training your legs for a while to let your upper body catch up, because your legs are just crazy? And he said, no, never. I love training legs. I just wouldn't feel right not training them.
I know he's coming to USA.
He's not here yet?
James' house? No, he's coming this week, I believe.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so he'll have, you said we're 8 weeks out right now, Natalia?
Yeah, about
7
weeks and a few days. So.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean, we all said last time, man, if this is what it takes, he should get to Dennis's house sooner, like 2 months. 2 months. Can't menace. No distractions.
You hope Hadi can get here early too. I think Hadi gets here early, it's done. That dude is just super impressive, man. Like that's That's my pick to win the whole thing this year. That guy impressed the hell out of me last year.
Oh, you do have Adi winning, Mike.
Oh yeah, dude. He was just
Really?
if he had more time, I think last year he didn't look out of place next to Rami. You know what I mean? He didn't look like out of that in a super detailed hottie. You know, maybe that Vancouver hottie, which he may not be able to get to that look again. But that insane.
Yeah, I see. Okay, so finals are starting, guys. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. We have
I see Angelica on stage.
Angelica, yeah.
Oh, it's Angelica Teixeira.
She's pregnant. Yeah.
Barely. I don't even see a bump. She needs to stand sideways so I can see if there's a bump.
Not at all.
And who's the one with the microphone? It looks shook. I know. I just can't. The name doesn't come into my head right now. Now, this might be some like award or something.
So.
Yep. I'll take a listen, see what's going on.
Miss Olympia. Yeah, so Angelica's talking now. She's probably.
Oh, she's probably talking about she's retired or something. Oh.
I think we're gonna see her back after she has her baby.
That's
I don't know.
amazing.
I don't think she's gonna retire.
Well, now I can kind of see a bump now.
Yeah.
You know.
They zoomed in.
Not much, though, right?
No, she'll be all baby. I guarantee you.
Yeah, dude. We'll bounce back in a heartbeat.
I see that Juliana Malacarne is pregnant too.
Really?
Really?
Wow. Wow. I wonder if she's ever coming. Is she coming back? Is she all done?
Well,
she won. How many?
I heard she was talking about wellness.
Oh.
No, like that's interesting, but I don't know if she wants to compete again. I think she's done, especially now.
Oh, that's Freddie. Oh, that's a promoter. I had no idea.
Oh, is it really?
I only see.
Yeah, Freddie's talking now.
Nice.
Okay. I mean,
He's
I only
such
see.
a nice dude.
Yeah, he said I talked to him in Tampa for a little while. Very good dude. Nice.
Gotta be a lot putting this show on, man. God bless him. It's not easy to put these shows on.
What's that, Jim?
Impressive.
Oh wow. Oh my goodness. Good for them. Okay.
That's great.
Yeah, so I was just informed Freddie and his team, they produced this entire stream by themselves. Pretty much everyone else hires an outside company because I would imagine there's a lot of technology and computers and stuff that goes into it. Clearly, I don't know if it's.
I couldn't fathom.
Good for you, Freddie.
I mean, it worked out good, right? The last Olympic qualifier, good competition, you know?
Yeah. And tomorrow, it's the very last one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Considering we're doing the play-by-play, we should be on top of that.
Yeah. I would have joined you, but there's a pig roast. Can't miss that. Okay. Everybody watching, first of all, I wanted to thank you guys for watching our live commentary on the pay-per-view. And I want to let you know that we have our contest gallery posted right now. Is it open? Is it open, Jen, or both open 12? Okay. So right now we have classic physique from yesterday and open bodybuilding from this morning. High resolution pictures by Hector Mendoza. And guys, the condition is so much more apparent, so much more obvious and detailed in these photos than what you see if you're watching the stream. You won't believe the condition some of these guys are in. Okay, I've just been informed we're going to add women's physique and bikini to the gallery tonight. I would imagine 212 as well. Yes? Okay. Yeah.
I wonder how many buttons are going to be on Bob's suit tonight.
There he is.
Isn't that one of the questions? You know, when John Wick, he's always getting a suit made in his movies at one point or another. Don't they always ask John Wick, how many buttons?
Yep, they do.
And the guy says style, and he goes tactical.
In these pictures, Kuclo looks absolutely insane.
They were saying, remember people in the chat were saying he was soft from behind, his glutes are soft?
Like, where is he soft?
Not at all. Not at all. Nobody, Clayhar's glutes, it's not a glute contest. I want to talk about glutes all night, but they all these three guys had their glutes fully striated.
But that's absolutely blows my mind that a guy that size.
290 pounds with clearly striated glutes.
And that kind of condition.
It's an enormous amount of carved up muscle.
That's a big man. Like that's a lot of muscle on stage, bro.
I mean, Steve, if you ever stand next to him, like I said, he's about 6'1". His weight doesn't actually change that much. He stays between 280 and 290, 295 pretty much all year. It's just the composition changes. But he's still such a big dude, so wide. The shoulders are just freaking melons.
And he took his time getting big too. He didn't try to blow up within like a couple of years. He gradually added that size, detail, and definition, and this is where it led him. Where it's leading him right now.
He turned pro, I want to say about 250. Kuclo. Yeah. I think he was only like 25 at the time.
The baby.
Yeah.
That's the right way to do things. Slowly.
Yeah.
And you can tell, like, you see.
I'm going to turn down the volume. Turn down the volume on that.
So Bob was talking to Angelica, and now I guess they're going to start the show.
Hope they don't start with the pose down. Yeah. Well, actually, that would be interesting.
Keep you on your toes.
Are they having everybody posing, or only top 5?
I'm sure. I'm going to guess they're going to have everybody because it's just these two divisions tonight. Looking at the list, it's only open as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Open has 10 people.
11? Is it 10 or 11? I think you're right. I think it's 10. 212 has a couple more guys. It might be just usually they'll cut it to top 10. I believe he is 35 now. I believe. You could Google it and confirm, but it's around there. It's 34, 35. Yeah, he's hitting his prime. That's typically the age where most of these guys look their very best. Usually.
Mid 30s, right? Middle 30s.
Yeah. I mean, I know I did. I was a stallion. When I was 35, I was a stallion. Jeez. Those are good old days.
28 to 36 where I was Superman.
Yeah. Good times, man. Good memory. Good. You'd blow out your back and you'd get a hernia or something. It'd heal in like a week. It's like you were made of. Great. It's like you were Deadpool.
Just throw stuff around, maybe warm up. Just go in the gym, lift.
First warm up on squats used to be 225 all the time.
Now I smell like a Ben Gay factory now. I walk into the gym.
Jose said when he was young, he would walk in and 315 would be his first warm up set. I believe it.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, I don't doubt that.
Not at all. He's still strong as hell.
Does anybody know why Guy didn't come back for Tampa Pro for the finals?
I didn't find out. I mean, we can speculate because he was it third call out, right?
Yeah. Third call out. So
he might have just assumed. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he was sick or what. I never saw
Tano. He just hit the stage.
Did he ever post anything? Did everybody see anything about it?
No.
No.
So here's the confirmation round for 212.
He only brought back 10.
Yeah, probably starting from the second call out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they do that. That puzzled me the first time I saw that. The first call out of the confirmation round is really the second call out.
Yeah.
And they do the first call out second. But at first I was like, wait a minute, what's going on here? I had that guy in ninth and now he's in the middle for the win. This is nuts.
This is great lighting though. This is a very well lit show.
Yeah. Which Ahmed is this? Fauzi.
Yeah.
Ahmed Fauzi.
Guys in the center.
Yes.
So people want, I've been getting a lot of like messages like is what's wrong with Guy? What's happened to Guy? He still looks really good. I just think he is starting to lose a little like muscle fullness. Not everywhere, but certain areas. His arms and his legs, I see less volume than what I used to see.
Right.
And
that just happens, man. But it's not like he's washed up or done.
No.
Yeah, he still looks good.
Yeah, we got a correction on his age. Someone said he's 39. I thought he was a little younger than that. Not that it matters, but
Who, Steve?
No, Guy Cisternino. He probably is 39. So I'm saying, you know.
Yes, I think I saw in the Fuad podcast. He said he was almost 40.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
probably good enough.
So guys, definitely the best out of this group.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's like I said, if he can fix whatever issues are going on and regain the look that he had up until very recently.
Yeah.
You know, he's still always in the mix at a show like this.
So now
He
the
had
first
a
call out.
double surgery a couple years ago, coming back from that.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, he's come back from that, and I thought he looked just fine after that. The shows, I think he's actually won a couple shows since then. I want to say,
Yeah,
yeah. He's won. I want to say about 8 shows at least.
he's about 7, 8 shows. He's had a very successful career. You know,
Okay,
from a middleweight. You know, from when the turn pro as a middleweight.
Absolutely, trains like a beast.
Yeah, he does.
Very intense trainer. Okay, so this is the top 4. Ahmed El Sadani, Austin Karr, Jason Hebert, and who's this other character? Who's the other guy? Martin Gomez, right?
Yeah, right. On the right.
Mm-hmm.
On the right, yeah.
The right.
So let's see if Austin's tightened up from a few hours ago. This will tell you right now.
His arms are looking really good.
Yeah, he's got
better than Ahmed.
Yeah.
Chest is full. I'm almost thinking that he looks as good as Ahmed. Look at his legs.
Yeah.
He's much tighter now.
What did he do in 7 days, man? I would love what we did in 7 days to go from Tampa to this.
Right, 2 hours on a step mill every day.
Fishing asparagus.
Yeah. Fishing the Kevin Levrone diet, contest diet.
Sleeping on the floor. Guns.
What was up with that? That was odd.
Hardcore, man.
Because he was going to war, he said. That's why, because he was going to war. Austin Karr's hamstrings have to be some of the best in this division.
Yeah. That's that crazy hamstring dropping that he's got.
So on the stream, Austin looks a little bit leaner for sure in the glute area, which unfortunately that's what we have to judge the ultimate condition.
A little bumping and grinding.
Yeah, a little elbow. Watch your elbows. Spread out. Give yourselves room, guys. So if that's how good they look on the what's that?
Ahmed was pushing everybody away from him. Did you see that?
He's gonna lose a point for that. Yeah, Austin looks really good.
He does.
I think he looks even better than this morning.
Yeah, he improved.
Yes.
He improved.
But is it enough to overtake Ahmad?
No,
honestly,
he's got him on a couple poses, but I think overall Ahmad's got this. But damn, Austin is good. When Austin hits at 100%, he's wow.
He's a very complete physique.
Yeah.
Those legs are just silly, man.
I don't know if Ahmed's ever gotten a good look at the 212 Olympia, but I'm fairly certain he will this year.
Yeah, you can't. At this point, what he's done this year, you really can't, pass that up.
You can ignore him.
There's only so much room in that first call out, but I think he's got a good chance. It's going to be a hell of a 212 Olympia.
Yes.
Yeah. Geez, we got Keon, hopefully gets peeled. Kamal, Derek Lunsford, Sean Clarita, George Peterson. Did I already say George? Bunch of guys.
Big on that. I'm big on Lucas from Brazil.
Coelho? Is that his
Yeah.
name? No relation? It's like you. Cuelho, right?
No, it's exactly the same last name.
Oh, is it Coelho?
Coelho, yeah.
That's like Smith or Jones, isn't it? It's not a very common name.
Yep.
Like Rodriguez with an S. Okay, so this is first competitor in Europe. Oh, this guy.
Guy is on stage.
Yeah.
Doing his routine.
He's a pretty entertaining poser. I've always liked his routines.
He can pose.
Let's see pose.
Intense.
I just want to hear the music.
Got the volume turned down.
Don't put on. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we can't.
Yeah,
We don't want that. I turned it back down. So guy. Yeah, guy's still good. It's needs to get back that he had a crisper look to his lower body before. I think he just needs to get a little leaner. Let's see if he looks off here. I bet in the photos he looks much better.
Looks very good in the photo.
And so that means in person he looks better.
But you gotta give him credit, man. He kept improving from Puerto Rico show.
Right.
You know,
right.
Stay on the diet, get better. Good showing for the end of the year.
Yeah, well, they don't have a 212 to Arnold, so I don't think he's anywhere near the points to get in the Olympia. I think I looked at 212 and he wasn't one of the top guys.
Just shut it down to next year.
Yeah. Let's see. Maybe he needs a break. I don't know what he needs, but he'll figure it out. Yeah, he's a very smart guy.
Guy's cool. He's intense. He's got no filter either.
No, he's hilarious. He's
So
hilarious. We did an interview last year, and he did a little tour around his house because he was doing the interview on his phone. And he's from New Jersey, so you'd think he'd be like this, like Guido type, but he's not. Right. He's actually like a hick. He's got all this farming machinery and riding mower and
huge yard. Does all those shit itself too.
Yeah.
He does that for his cardio.
That's right. Yeah. It is. That shit's hard. That shit's hard. I don't want to do that.
No, I hire somebody for all that.
Oh, dude, I hire people. Charles Curtis is next, unless he makes
Bob
up
doing?
10.
Bob called Guy, and they are talking. Guy's crying.
Oh, really?
Looks like
this is his last show.
Oh man, is he retiring?
I don't know. Let me.
Oh shit, it's up there.
I have to hear this. I gotta listen to this. Oh, he wants to come to the mic, but he can't get. I know what that's like. Kidding. You can't talk when you're crying. It's hard.
Oh,
it's very hard. Yeah,
I have no idea.
He's gonna reach. Oh man, he's gonna retire.
No.
He had a rough year too, man.
I'm just listening to what a guy has to say.
Yeah, I'm trying to listen to him. I have a feeling he's gonna say he's not competing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
No.
Yep. Yeah. He wouldn't be this emotional either.
No.
For people.
Dallas. Luke. John Meadows.
Oh, his family.
Oh, yeah.
Talking about him.
So, if it taught me one thing, my goal tonight was be the best 39-year-old bodybuilder that I can be.
Wow.
We all have our
I think he's just talking about John, right? John Meadows.
Yeah.
things that I'm very proud of. At the end of the day, one thing that John told me is that we do this because we love it. And that's one thing I continue all the competitors here.
What a loss, man.
What the trophy says in front of you. The journey, enjoy it. Because in a blink of an eye, it could be gone in 7 seconds. And my career ended due to injury, not because
Still in disbelief. You can't believe it. That's someone you just can't imagine not being around. You just can't.
No. He was so entrenched in like that community too. You know what I mean? And with the football and you know what I mean, the all like around the world, dude. Like it was just a buddy of mine went to the service today. He said the line was wrapped around.
Oh, I bet, man. I bet.
Around the building, you know, just to get in, just you know.
He was always giving back to everybody.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so that's what it is. He's not retiring, guys.
Yeah.
He's just talking about it. People in the chat are saying that he got pushed out for yelling at those kids in the gym. I don't think so.
No.
Like, come on.
That was a funny video, but no.
That was a classic video. You know what I mean?
He just did what most bodybuilders want to do, but they don't do it.
That's right.
So
Because people have no ethic, no gym etiquette anymore. There's no etiquette whatsoever. Like, there should be a class in etiquette when when you sign up, because it's amazing how some people just have no clue about.
Is he?
so
Hold on.
Guy's on stage again.
He is retiring. He said,
nice.
Bob said for the last
Is
time.
he?
He is retiring.
Wow.
No.
He is retiring. Yeah, he just said it. Bob just
I have my
confirmed
son
it.
mute.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because he said for the very last
Oh,
time, go to the
God.
center. Wow. Well, he had
Good job, guys.
he had a great career.
He turned pro as a middleweight, didn't he?
Yeah, but I mean, he's one of the OGs of that 202, 212 division.
Yep.
He was competing back with David Henry and Kevin English, Jose Flex, Eduardo Correa. He was one of the
all those shows, man.
He was one of the staples in that division for years.
It's got to be hard, man, when to know to walk away, though. You know what I mean?
I think he wants to. I think he sees that his body's probably starting to. It doesn't want to do this. It doesn't want to do this anymore. Basically,
yeah.
Nobody's going to look awesome forever. It's just impossible.
No.
Okay.
Good, man.
That's the
Charles Curtis coming up.
Charles on stage now.
Yeah, people always bring up Dexter, but Dexter is such an anomaly. Such an anomaly.
That would never be seen again.
No.
I wonder if he's related to Satchel Paige.
Who, Charles? This guy?
No, Dexter.
That's a great pose for him. That arms. I always like the people that can pull that pose off, like a crucifix. There he goes again. Yeah.
Very good shape to him.
Does have great shape.
He's confident.
And poses very well too.
He would be hard for a photographer to deal with though, because he doesn't hold his poses at all. He goes, actually, if they have the high speed shutter, so they can do it. But if you're sitting there with an iPhone, you'd be losing your mind. I would be at this point trying to get a picture of him, because every picture he'd be like everything would be in transition between poses. Because it takes.
And he's dancing, so it's even harder.
He's dancing, yeah. I mean, that's a different style. Some people are more posers, and some people are more dancers, like Kai Greene. Kai's an amazing performer.
That's just he's next level type stuff, dude.
He comes.
You guys think Kai Greene's gonna be back on stage?
What do you hear, Natalia? Do you know something we don't know about Kai? You do seem to have some inside intel at times here. I'd love to see Kai Greene. Who wouldn't love to see Kai Greene back on the Olympia stage?
Can you imagine that? Like people would go bananas. Bananas.
We know he looks like he could jump right up there. He's ready.
Yeah.
Looks just as good, I think, as he ever did back in the day. But he better hurry up. Tick, tick, tick. Clock's ticking.
He's getting a lot of money. You know what I mean? So I don't think you would think that might be in his contract to coax him.
It's not. I'm pretty sure it's not. Toto De Jong up now out of California. Look at those quads.
Quads are thick, man.
He's got those quads that are heavier down toward the bottom, which I think is even more impressive. Like obviously Rami would be the most extreme example of that, or Hassan Mustafa. Yeah. There's so much teardrop and so much of that lateralis. It's just like hanging. Great shape on Toto.
Very good shape.
Dare I say a classic shape.
And big calves.
Yeah.
You love calves, right? You're always talking about calves.
Because I don't have any.
Well, riddle me this, guys. Please, nobody take this the wrong way, but I don't think I've ever seen an Asian pro with bad calves, ever. They're not all awesome, but look at that. Those calves are insane.
That's nuts, man. Look at that.
And I mean,
I'm going to start paying attention to that.
Look how low they insert. I mean, they could even go lower.
Yes.
But he's got such small ankles, it really sets it off.
That helps too.
Oh, it helps the illusion a lot. A little waist on him, real tight midsection.
Bird ball.
Poses very well too. Presented his physique very well.
It's a mystery as to why we can't really see this is I'm sure this is a very top-notch, high-tech, high-resolution camera, but the definition does not really come through.
No.
Based on what we saw in those pictures, I'm sure we'd be freaking out in person.
Oh, yeah.
He's probably in awesome condition, this guy.
Ahmed.
I can hear it. I actually need to turn it down, I think.
You know why? Because
I do have it on too. Did I just mute you guys?
I hear you.
Oh no. Okay, so now we have Ahmed El Sadani.
Wow. It's a wrap, I think.
That's just an incredible physique right there. Just look at the traps, the delts, the pecs. He's really not lacking anything.
Yeah.
The quads.
He's got this.
Oh, look at this. Yeah, he's in better condition on the stream now than he was earlier. So I can only imagine, like I said.
Oh, in person,
if you're up front, he'd be freakishly shredded.
Huge delts, everything.
Checks a lot of boxes.
Yeah.
Mass, shape, structure, smooth poser.
He's not really missing anything, you know. His front, that front double bicep is just an eye catcher too.
Yeah.
As soon as he hits it.
Crazy taper.
Wow.
he
He earned it, man. You know. You maintained this from Chicago, you know. That's not easy to do.
Yeah, that was Chicago was 4 weeks ago now.
Yeah.
Right?
That's a long time.
So these shows are all 2 weeks apart, I think. Chicago, Tampa, and
Yes,
Texas.
Chicago, Tampa.
Long 6 weeks, hasn't it, Jen?
Wow.
Contest season. Good old wait till Arnold and Olympia. Woof.
Yeah.
We're all gonna need a Xanax after that. Xanax and maybe a small bottle of wine. I don't know.
There you go.
Vodka.
Muscle vodka.
She makes champagne too.
Yes, she does. And wine.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She does. Grace does it all. So Ahmed looks just so good. Mass, shape.
Is he close to 212 cutoff?
I think he is. He's got to be. Yeah, I know it's hard to tell, but we both stood next to him, and he's solidly built dude. I bet he's close to it. I don't think he needs to get any bigger.
No. Maybe just rest a little bit, come back, bring that Chicago condition back to Olympia.
I mean, that's about the level of size Flex Lewis won 7 Olympia titles with.
Yeah,
Flex had a few more things going on. Okay, so this is Jason. No, this is not Jason.
This is the other Ahmed.
The other Ahmed, Fauzi.
Yes.
Nice hard condition there in the quads. Deep cuts. Yeah, this guy's in great shape.
Muscular, yeah, very muscular.
That's what me and Mike and Chris always call old man muscle. It's because we're old.
Yeah,
muscle maturity. You don't get that look from a couple of years of lifting.
No.
That's decades.
And you know what's funny? You see that when you look at like Keon and some of those other guys like Kamal.
Oh, yeah.
You can definitely see that the years and years of work and reps. You know what I mean? To get that kind of like that hardness to your physique.
Yeah. You see it with Flex. That was one of the things Flex Lewis had. Just like Phil Heath, it's a quality to the muscle, that just extra level of detail. It's just hard to beat. If somebody's got the mass, the shape, and they have that, they're almost unbeatable.
No. And you see in the older guys, man, the guys that have been around for a little longer, you definitely can see that kind of look to them. Yeah.
Dexter had all kind of old man muscle detail.
It's insane, man.
This guy's pretty thick.
Yeah.
Pretty thick. Just not the most pleasing shape, but that's just all genetic. But man, he's done a lot with what he was given. Thick and balanced.
Yeah,
great, and he brought the condition.
And if your shape's not great, you can out condition guys.
Right.
You always out guys. You always remember those guys that are conditioned.
So,
His arms looks kind of small.
So this would be
upper body.
He's what the.
This is Martin Gomez. Yeah,
I believe so.
Yeah.
He doesn't look very heavy though. Like he can't be maybe close to 185 pounds. You think?
I don't. He needs to put some more weights. He needs more mass on the lower body.
Yeah.
Upper body's pretty good. The legs just don't quite match.
No, they're conditioned.
Oh, if like I said, if he looks this good on our computer screens, I'm sure once these pictures come out. Oh, well, you can look at the pictures. 212 not up yet anyway. I don't think. Should be. Okay. So they'll be up soon, guys, on the contest gallery on musculardevelopment.com.
But you know, the 212 guys always bring that condition up. Always.
Right. Yeah. Anytime. Yeah, like 212 and Classic. I was talking to George Peterson the other day. And I said the divisions where you see the best condition are the ones where guys have to get to a certain weight.
Yep.
Because, most of these guys, they have to suffer mightily to get down. He had to get down to 192 all those years as a Classic. And he was like ready contest condition around at least no lighter than 205. But he would have to just keep going and going.
And he would get healed.
So this is Jason Hebert, and the screen is shaking as if he's Godzilla.
Yes.
That's
the fact you brought.
Yeah, entertaining poser. Did a little spin. He's been at a few shows this year. This guy's pretty consistent. One of the better rookies. I think he's a rookie. I don't remember anything about him before this year. Yeah, very dramatic poser. Hits a lot of those old school type of shots.
Mm-hmm.
I always like that, the kneeling single bicep.
You got to have the right physique to pull that off, too.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's like, Samir Benoot, Chris Dickerson, Bob Paris, those guys with the great shape. Yeah, he's I want to say he's been doing most of the show. I think he was even at Indy.
Wow.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong about that, but I know I've seen him 2 or 3 times this year already. Yeah, to hold your condition for, that was May, June, July, August. Yeah, that's no easy feat.
No.
Good for you. Good deal, Jason.
Good job. Looks good. Good showing for him.
That was an old school move where you brush off the quad before you pose it.
That's like Tom Flesh, shake it too.
That was crazy. His would go like from one side of the stage to the other, basically.
All that side meat, like pounds of meat on his quad.
Yeah. To this day, I still say Platts has the best legs that I've ever.
It wasn't even close, man. Like there's not even. Speaking of
I
legs,
think Austin's looking much better than this morning.
Yeah. So Austin is the son of the late Steve Karr, who was a NPC Nevada chairman and contest promoter there for many years.
And Austin still puts that show on. Then he still puts the show on Vegas.
He's a promoter himself. I think he has a couple shows.
Yeah.
He puts on a couple NPC shows.
Great shape to him, man. Yeah. Wide, small waist, great front double by.
Arms and legs are both equally impressive now, I think.
Yeah, the lines are very deep.
And when he's sharper like this, he just looks so much more impressive. That ham drop is just silly.
And the line between the separation between his hams and the outer quad is nuts. It's so dark.
Especially when he hits like his side triceps and side chest.
Yeah.
You can see like how deep it goes.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think he's a solid second place.
Look at those quads.
If he was inside out peeled, I think he could probably beat Ahmed.
He would.
I think so too.
Because he's bigger. He's bigger and he's got similarly pleasing shape.
That's tough though.
Yeah, Ahmed's got a hell of a physique. Ahmed, it would be a battle.
No, his back lat spread. I really think he has an injury or an impingement.
Yeah,
he can't spread out.
Well, when you see one, because I know from
one.
All of us who have shoulder issues know what it's like, where one shoulder will come up more than the other, or one will rotate more than the other.
Yeah,
and that's you'll see it in the front lat spread too. Like one delt will be like more rounder, and they look the same, but it's just the shoulder's not rotating like equally. Okay, so is this David Robinson? Yeah. David, a lot of potential. We just kind of seem to agree that just a little more wheels, because what a beautiful physique on this guy. Look at the shape on. Look at that shape.
That's a beautiful physique, man.
Small
waist.
Very tall.
You know who he reminds me of, Mike and Chris, is Vince Taylor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Vince had amazing shape. Vince was awesome.
Terminator, man.
Yeah. Vince was the first one to do a Terminator routine, guys. I know
Yeah.
you've seen a lot of imitators since then. Often imitated, never duplicated.
King Kamali didn't make that up. Vince
No.
Taylor did.
I saw it for the first time at the 91 Olympia.
Yeah.
Everyone's minds were just blown. It was crazy.
I saw it 6 months later at the Arnold 92. I was just as blown, dude.
Yeah, he did that thing with the sound effects and the arm. Oh my god! I was like,
Taking out Sean Ray, Lee Librata.
that's right. Targeting
Yes.
Lee Haney. David's a very good poser too, man. Very, very
Great
smooth.
poser.
Graceful.
He's walking sideways so much. You see, like the center stage is so far away. Keeps on going to the right.
Yeah. I like when you can tell someone's put a lot of choreography, a lot of time and effort into their routine rather than just kind of winging it.
Yep. Well, his transition poses too are great. Like he paid attention to the transition, not just the actual poses to it.
Right. It's rare that someone can wing it and do smooth transitions. Like I think Leveroni is like one of the few that got away with it. Maybe a few. There's a few more, I'm sure, but
Hedrick, supposedly.
Yeah, I believe that.
I think you would never tell that Lebron was just like making the routine on stage.
Never.
If you watch it, it's like so perfect.
You know what it is because he's also a musician. I think he's able to feel the music in such a way that he could move to it and hit the poses and made it look like that was a routine he'd been working on for a month or two. When in fact,
he had never any idea he didn't make. I thought he always choreographed that till he said that like years later.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Okay, that's David Robinson coming up next. Go to my little list of lists. Trying to figure out if they are letting everyone pose. Is this?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, there are two more guys.
Yeah, because this is Todd Lee, right? Yeah. No, wait a minute. No. They did skip a couple people. Yeah, this is Carlos Rodriguez. They skipped Todd Lee and Leonardo Pacheco. So they must.
So top 10.
Top 10.
Top 10.
They didn't make
Yeah,
top 10.
top 10.
So this is Carlos Rodriguez from Mexico.
There's a lot of guys that show great wheels, man. There's a lot of guys with good legs nowadays.
Well, you don't see. You'll either see, like his arms do not match his legs at all. So that's what you'll see more often. You'll see someone with huge arms and the legs don't quite match, or vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
It's when someone has both that are equally impressive. That's a hell of a physique usually. That's not everything, but it's important. Right. It's important. Arms and legs are both in critical parts of every pose. Obviously,
you can't hide that.
Yeah, so I would say more arms would help him a lot.
Better condition, a little better condition too,
and more back thickness. Back could be thicker, but looks like a young guy. Looks like he could definitely. I don't write anyone off anymore. Years ago, I would, and then I'd see people come back so much better. I was like, good for you, dude. I never thought you'd do it.
You can't. You know what I mean? These guys just transform overnight. Like Shaban from the Olympia when he was just. You wonder how he got there.
2019.
Till now.
Yeah.
You would have never thought Shaban would have made that kind of improvement ever.
No. Literally at 2019, I was thinking, get this bum off the Olympia stage. Why is he on the Olympia stage? I can be a dick like that, but it's he was sick, I think, at the time too. But Shaban's put on 30 pounds since then. 30 pounds of muscle.
That's crazy.
That's mind-blowing.
Shaban's working with Andrew Vu.
Is he?
They work together, yeah.
Andrew Vu,
I saw him the night before Tampa Pro.
Yeah.
Man, I was impressed. He's like, and this time he didn't even do anything different. He just like cruise in to the show.
Wow.
He didn't change his diet. He's like,
nothing.
I've been eating the same thing, doing the same thing, just gonna get on stage and do my thing. I'm like, okay.
Wow.
Natalia, is Andrew your coach?
Yes.
So he works with a few very high. Jessica Reyes Padilla is one.
Hunter too, right?
Does he still work with Hunter?
No.
No. Okay.
He was working with him until last year, I think, for the Olympia.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And then Hunter, I think he's doing his own thing with his father.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he is.
He's definitely a coach who likes to put his clients in the spotlight rather than himself, because he doesn't do interviews. You don't see pictures of him.
Never.
No, he's all about his clients. He doesn't want to be the focus of attention.
That's rare. Sport.
Yeah, it's commendable for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so looks like we're coming back for this will be the confirmation round.
Confirmation round?
For the 212 division here at the Texas Pro from Irving, Texas. Coverage brought to you by High Tech Pharmaceuticals. Gotta throw that in there.
Oh, wait, this is the open?
Wait, that's the open.
Oh, what's going on?
Steve and Phil.
Oh, okay, they're mixing things up here.
I see. They're gonna give the trophies later. So they do like the comparisons, the individuals, and then
and then
they call back later.
So
the voice later.
The last two things should be 212 awards and open awards. Okay, so no surprise here. First call out.
Ian's looking better.
Our top three. Ian looks good.
Ian looks really good.
Better than this morning.
They all look good.
Damn.
So top three is on stage right now. Ian is in the middle, Phil and Steve.
I love this confidence from Phil because he didn't have this a couple of years ago.
No, at all.
He was like Mr. Nice Guy. Now you can tell he's here to win.
Look at his back.
Yeah. He's got that thickness in the very lower lats.
Yeah. Rear delts, traps, all that.
Ian's just peeled.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Phil has more separations. You can see like all the insertions of his muscles. They pop away more.
Goes right to his hip.
And it's so full and round.
So he is 47 years old, Phil. Ian is 30. Steve, we believe, is 35. I'd have to look more into that.
Wow.
Anybody in the chat know for sure? Well, then I got to trust you.
He's close.
Then I got to trust you. No, it's fine, Jack.
Back double biceps.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
I think Phil got the back double biceps.
Yeah.
Like this pose.
That's his
looks way.
For a guy that big, though, Phil gets he's so cleanly separated.
Yeah,
like the muscle is so very detailed.
Look at that.
I love how Phil always does that raise the roof thing too for the back shots.
Milks it.
Damn.
I'm just impressed how much Ian grew. Like he grew so much. Like
he barely had a back 2 or 3 years ago. Ian Valliere barely had a back. It has doubled.
And his legs.
Yeah.
But Ian just trains, man. He trains hard. That's heavy pulls, heavy rows, everything.
Now, do you guys still think Steve's gonna win?
I got Steve winning still.
Yeah. It's gonna be so close. It's gonna be like a 1-point decision all around, I think.
Well, chat seems to agree that Ian's going to win. 47% of them say that he's going to win. Steve Kuclo, 38%. Phil Clayhard, 12%. And Hassan Mustafa, 2%.
Okay.
They're going to be angry. They're going to be upset.
I mean, if it happened, I wouldn't be overly surprised. I mean, Ian's conditioning and he's got some poses that are just nuts. His side chest, his side tricep.
That side chest is impressive.
Second call out here.
These guys are good, man.
Top 3 back in line.
They're very good.
Go backstage for a little water and a cookie, maybe.
By the cookie dealer.
So many of those cookie companies now.
There's a lot of them.
Every show I go to, there's like a different cookie sponsor I never heard of. Obsessive Cookie Disorder was in Tampa. Okay, so now we have Mohammed El Alam in the middle, Hassan Mustafa on his right, and somebody. Who's that in the middle?
Martin, right?
Yeah, that's Martin.
Martin's in the middle.
He's got a very shapely physique, man.
He does.
Great legs on him. He's
so young too, man.
He's got a lot of mass.
And you can see in the middle now, his confidence is growing. Like is being in the middle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't move anyone in the last one.
No. And you notice there's only three guys each time too, like old school.
Right. So we're looking at the 4th, 5th, and 6th place here in no particular order.
Hassan's shaking a lot.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Who would you guys give? How would you place these 4, 5, 6? Go.
I'd get Martin in 4th.
Okay.
I think Hassan's gonna be 6th.
Yeah, I got Martin, Muhammad, Hassan.
Muhammad and Hassan.
I
Yeah.
think Martin he may have been like, sixth this morning, but started off, sixth.
Yeah.
But he's moved up. You know what I mean? He looks like he's moved up to get a really good look, a battle for fourth place.
Yeah.
I think his problem is that he has to control a little bit more his stomach when he's transitioning. I just see him just like not controlling it.
Who's that, Natalia? Who are you referring to? Who needs to control their midsection?
Mohammed.
Yeah.
Mohammed.
Yeah, it was problematic at the last show, but I'm sure he's aware of it. I hope he's working more on it. I know it's tough when someone's that big.
Yeah.
It's a lot of muscle.
Yeah.
Most guys at that level, if they really let their gut out, it protrudes.
Oh yeah.
Because
but if you see Steve, he doesn't do that.
No, Steve doesn't
and
do that.
He's too big.
They gotta constantly practice the vacuum, just like the classic guys.
Like Milo said, put your stomach to your spine.
Yeah, he says glue your stomach to your spine. I love Milos.
It's great, man. I can listen to Milos all day long.
Dude. When I interview him, I just let him talk, and I'm just sitting there like I'm a viewer. I'm like, wow, I can listen to this guy. This guy's got stories for days.
Oh my god.
He just did a wrap-up with Logan Franklin earlier today. They reviewed the Classic, the 212, and the Open judging. It was really good.
Wow. Yeah, I know Logan was a little disappointed. He lost by 1 point, and that would have been this was his only chance to get to Olympia. He put all his eggs in one basket and almost had it. But man,
is that the only show he did this year? Did he compete? Okay.
Yeah, and he was 9th place last year, so he's not going to make it, and Steve Laureus is not going to make it to Olympia either. But Robert Timms is.
Yes. That was a surprise.
All right, so now we're looking at Dorian Haywood in the middle with Camilo Diaz from Colombia. Look, I'll tell you, I think Camilo doing all these shows, it was a smart idea because everyone's going to know who you can't miss him because he's at every show.
And he's in shape.
Yeah. He's been bringing it since the Indy Pro. Yeah. I do think he's done every single show domestically in the U.S. and then the Bahamas show too. I think wasn't he in that Puerto Rico Pro?
He was in the Bahamas.
He was, yeah.
Yeah.
That's absolutely amazing, man.
Kevin Jordan, second show of his comeback. Yeah, he's going back to the drawing board. He already made one of those type of posts.
Top 3.
Yeah.
So now Steven's in the middle.
Who'd you have out of this group winning?
Oh, I like Dorian. What's it?
There we go.
Okay, so top 3 again.
Wow.
They do it. That shows you it's close. Well, they didn't move them this time. And I bet they're going to have Phil in the middle at 1.2. It's only fair. Yeah.
Yes. Kuclo in the middle. Then
He's got such a great frame, though, man.
Look how wide he looks.
For such a guy that big.
Yeah.
I just love Phil's symmetry. Like he's not as big as Steve, but you can tell like it's a combination of conditioning and size. It just fits his frame so good.
And he hits those poses, he's not moving at all. He hits the pose and holds it.
This is a very, very close top 3. Very close. You could argue any one of these 3 guys should win.
Yeah.
The Phil fans, if he doesn't win, they're going to be upset, rightfully so. And you could say that about all 3 of these guys.
Oh yeah,
these guys are excellent.
They brought the condition today, man. And Ian's back is so much better than it was.
It's got so much thickness. It's like folding in on itself in the rear double bicep.
Just hanging now. Wow.
That spread. I'd probably give that one to Phil.
That's Kuclo's pose over here, man. Those big ass triceps.
Oh yeah. And the cross. If you see the cross striations on this resolution.
Yeah, you're good.
They must be like someone took a hatchet to them in real life.
Iain looks hot as a rock.
Yeah.
So what does he look like in person?
I bet all three of them are just in crazy condition. And
Yeah. Now Phil's in the middle.
What?
So they're giving everybody a chance.
Iain just gave the "Are you not entertained?" pose. Are you not entertained? Like everybody will have seen Gladiator a million times. Half of all bodybuilders who own pit bulls name their dog Maximus.
Isn't that required?
Yeah.
It's a very common name. Well, in the New England area, a lot of dogs are named Brady. Maybe not. They're probably not giving that name out as often now as they were, but let me tell you.
That's all the dogs in Tampa now.
Frontal bicep. Yeah, man. It's hard to say who wins these poses.
I don't know.
George is good at analyzing that. George White from the UK.
Yeah.
He's really good at I look at his breakdowns. Front lat spread goes to this guy, and I agree with him right about 90% of the time. They
go with conditioning. Phil's gonna take it. His conditioning is just untouchable. Look at that. If they want more size, then I would say Steve.
Yeah. Because Phil's, Jesus. Like, if Phil won, I wouldn't be upset. Like, I wouldn't, you know what I mean? Like, you could see that if any of these guys did.
Absolutely.
They all deserve, yeah.
So Iain's already going to Olympia. Phil and Steve, I shouldn't say they have to win because Steve's also doing the Arnold Classic. So it's not inconceivable that if he didn't win tonight for whatever reason, he could win the Arnold Classic in 6 weeks.
True.
Yeah, said than done though. That's a murderer's row.
That's hard. That's a hell of a lineup, man. Like Bonek, what's won twice so far?
Yeah. Twice, and he's been runner-up to Brandon too.
Yeah, and Bonek's no joke. Bonek, I mean, he's kind of underrated. You don't talk about him a lot.
I mean,
that dude's been consistent, man.
Second place at the Olympia and two-time Arnold Classic champ.
He's consistent.
Someone who does someone with that record that does the Arnold is almost impossible to beat. The only people that can beat him are like top 5 Olympia guys.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because that's who he's up there with all the time. All right.
So they brought it today, though. They brought it.
That was the confirmation round for Open is over.
Now they're posing around, right? They've been go back and pose. They're pose routines.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
They did this last week too.
Yeah. They seem to have a pattern.
Maybe it's new.
So first up to pose. Look at my list here. It'll be Phil. It'll be Clayhar. Yeah.
People are gonna love this.
Yeah. Sure.
What's Bob doing? Okay, Tampa. Is Phil from Tampa, Mike, or is he from one of the?
Yeah, Tampa, Land O'Lakes, so like the suburbs.
Oh yeah, because I remember hearing Land O'Lakes, like the margarine.
Yeah, it's like literally like half an hour from me. Not like half an hour away. He's got a really good client base here too.
How's Phil doing with the points for the Olympia? Like, if he doesn't win, does he have enough points to go to Olympia?
He does not, because I have to check. When I checked it yesterday, it was still Hassan, Mohammed Shaban, and I think Mohamed El Alam was third. The top 3 point leaders are all Egyptian. Egypt is killing it this year. Last couple of years.
Yeah.
Kuwait who?
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's a big man.
His back shots are just mind blowing.
Yeah.
He's not far off from Joel Stubbs.
No. Legs better.
He's a Jamaican tank. Joel was Bahamas.
Bahamas, yeah. Airline pilot.
Commercial jet pilot. Yeah, seriously.
How do you fit that?
I can imagine like someone, at a grocery store or something. So what are you, a personal trainer? You'd be like, no, I'm a commercial jet pilot, actually.
That's great.
They always think we're trainers, always.
Everyone.
Not there's anything wrong with trainers, but every bodybuilder is not a trainer. It's like everyone in the van is not a pedophile.
That's true.
That's bad. That's an old joke. Was there one about mustaches too? Something like that. Good job, Phil.
You can literally see all the muscle fibers on his chest.
Yeah.
Phil's chest is.
So Phil leveled up. He's an A-lister now. He was definitely a B-list guy. He's not that anymore.
No. When you see the contest list from now on, if Phil's on that list, you know, he's going to be one of the top 2, top 3 guys.
Camilo.
No, big
dude. I would like to see more quad sweep because look at those round shoulders.
Full chest.
Yeah. He's had, you know what they say, stage time is important to get too. So I think another reason he did all these shows is just to get the experience, because he does look a lot more confident now than I remember from him in the past.
And that's the only way to get the experience, compete, you know, do more shows, be more comfortable on stage presence down, posing, everything.
Yeah. I mean, it's, you know, these guys have been competing for a while. Look at that. Beautiful shot for him, that front double. Those
great arms.
Yeah. Beautiful shape on his arms. He's another very, very classical, graceful type of poser.
He's got to be hungry, man, after all these shows. He's just got to go eat.
He wants to eat.
Yes.
He was getting some points. It's just, you know, unfortunately, a lot of his placings weren't that high, so he wasn't. Sometimes you only get like a point for getting 8th place or whatever. Yeah. I don't even know. Actually, after they don't give points for every placing down the line. It only goes top 5.
I think it's 5th. Maybe a point for 5th.
Yeah. So if you're like 8th place, 6, 7, 8th place in the show, you're not getting any points.
You know, he can catch a nice rebound, improve a little bit, take rest up for the all season, come back next year.
Yeah, because this is better than when I remember him seeing for the first time a couple of years ago, he was not this big at all. He's probably put on 15 pounds.
Yeah.
Since then, if I had to guess.
Solid weight.
Yeah, look at the muscle quality, especially in the quads there. The detail.
Fullness of the chest.
But I think he's one of these guys who cannot do as many shows. Like Iain. Iain can do a lot of shows and get better. I think he's starting to fade out.
Yeah.
He plays, I believe, 6th place in the Arnold in Brazil. He plays 6th in the California Pro. So he was placing higher. And then he kept going and going, and now, I don't know.
It's a lot of shows.
It is.
Mentally, it's hard on you too, man. You know what I mean? That's a grind mentally.
Let's see. He's traveling, you know, all that traveling and stuff too. You guys,
they were passports, you know what I mean? You're quarantining and all that. It's just not just like you used to, just showing up.
Does he still live in Colombia? Natalia, do you know, does he still live in Colombia, or is he living in
I think he's in Miami. I think he's in Miami.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, at least he's not dealing with all that quarantining before the shows and everything.
No.
Okay, so next up is the big man from Russia by way of Egypt, Mohammed El Elam.
That's a big dude, man.
I've never seen Mohammed with a K before this guy. I'm sure it's not that uncommon. I just never heard it. Look at the quads on him.
Jesus.
Tremendous quad development.
And again, like good calves.
Yeah. Huge calves.
Always looking at the calves.
Oh, it's calves, man.
He's a big man.
He's not that tall, though. He's about 5'8", maybe?
Yeah, 5'8".
5'8"?
Well, for bodybuilding, that's about right.
He plays 9 at Tampa Pro.
Last week? He set the bar really high, though, in Indy, though. That Indy physique was just absolutely insane looking.
Yeah, he's someone that probably does look best, you know, when the muscle's most fresh. Yeah. And as the season goes on, he still looks very good. He's improved a lot over the past couple of showings I've seen him at. But he's
done every show.
Yeah.
This year, he's in every show.
Now, is he flying back to St. Petersburg after each show?
I doubt
or
it.
Or is he staying? Okay, good.
I seriously doubt it. I hope not. I hope not for his sake. I think someone, maybe it was Giles, told me, I think he's been staying in LA in between.
Okay.
Maybe with Ahmad. I could be completely wrong. I often am. I'm wrong all the time. As my wife says, there's the right way and there's the wrong way. See what I did there? Yeah. Think of that Love and Marriage song from Married with Children now.
Right?
Great show.
That's awesome. Classic. He looks good though, man. He's better than was at Tampa.
Yeah, he was a couple shows. He was, like I said, he came out strong in Tampa. I think New York Pro, he still looked really good. And then he sort of faded for a couple shows in between. Then he's rallied back. It's tough. I mean,
and here's what else. I was talking about Hassan.
Yeah.
Like, for example, him last week, he was 10 pounds heavier, Muhammad. And you cannot tell that he's 10 pounds lighter right now. He's still full. He's still like just as conditional, or even better, like tighter.
Yeah.
So if Hassan comes like lighter, he's gonna look even better, and we are not gonna notice the loss in size.
Right.
I think he's just concerned about getting too small or looking too small, too flat.
Yeah. You can make
But I don't
argument.
think it's the problem.
Like we talk all the time about, people debate like what was Ronnie Coleman's best looking. For me, when he was around 245, 250, when he won his first two Olympias and when he won that Arnold in 2001, I thought that was a damn near perfect. Damn near perfect. So much detail, so grainy, so hard.
That old Arnold was just next level, like just disgusting, gnarly.
So much. Then he couldn't peak for the Olympia that year.
No.
That's the year he almost died. He almost went to the emergency room instead of competing. So
this down on the water.
This is young Martin Fitzwater, the young rookie in his first pro show. Definitely
4 years old.
Definitely made himself proud. Where toy branch? Come on.
Very good, very complete. It's a good showing, you know.
So much potential. He's already got almost all the mass I think he's ever going to need. He could put on a little bit more, but man, he's well on his way. Well on his way.
Think about how many guys turn pro and how many guys actually have a chance to be in the top 5 for the pro debut these days. That just doesn't get seen that often anymore.
Right.
He trains with Brett, right?
He trains with Brett Wilkin, yeah. And Brett, you were there, Natalia, Mike. You were there when Brett came out at the. Oh no, you weren't there, Mike. It was a Chicago, right?
Yeah, Chicago, yeah.
Dude, when he came out, people lost their minds. He looked so good.
I watched it. I was like, wow.
I don't know. I mean, I didn't see him coming, Brett Wilkin. Giles did.
I didn't. I don't think hardly anybody would have guessed he would have been that good, you know?
I mean, not up against like all these established guys, and he almost beat Hunter.
And when they guest posed at the juniors, you know, you saw Nick, you saw Clarita, and there's Brett. He looks good.
Yeah.
But you didn't think, oh crap, there's Brett. He's gonna like almost beat Hunter Labrada.
Yeah, but you know,
we never know until we see everybody like standing next to each other.
Yeah.
And that's when
that's why these preview shows we do and the predictions, in the end, it's all meaningless because until these guys come out on that day, you have no idea.
Especially
so many things can happen.
I'm trying to see who this is. This is he made the top 10. So this is
Douglas.
I'm looking at the wrong one. Douglas Fruchi from California. Does anybody know where Douglas turned pro?
Oh.
No.
He was.
I'm guessing it was North American or USA or Nationals. I'm guessing. He doesn't look old enough to.
He doesn't look for man.
Okay, if his glutes are that strided in a live stream, this he's in serious condition. Brought it.
Damn.
Huh. I've never heard of him before this year. Before last week, Tampa.
I had no idea who he was. Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever seen him before and didn't notice him. Probably. I think he's just starting out as a pro. Behind the scenes.
Intense, man.
That's Jen Show. BTS. You're welcome.
He played for better than Camilo last week.
Oh, did he? Right. Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
It's a big dude.
11.
He looked pretty tall too.
Yeah.
Overall, big dude, great condition. Great condition.
Good quads.
Yeah, he's got all kinds of mass.
It's just, dude, these guys are so good, man. Like we nitpick, but these guys are just the elite of the elite.
Yeah, once shape, muscle shape is genetic, bone structure, muscle shape are 100% genetic, and when somebody has almost ideal structure and shape, and then they put a bunch of mass on, and then they get into great shape, that's another level of pro from the average pro.
Ooh.
So Doug was, Jen just found out Doug was the, 2019 NPC national. Say heavyweight or super? I'm guessing super. He's got to be a super. Don't even bother. There's no way that guy's under 225 pounds. There's no way. So we have Dorian Hamilton up now. Dorian's a very energetic poser. He really gets into it.
Very intense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He yells here and there when he poses, doesn't he? Sometimes he'll make a noise. Not like Gustavo Badell. He used to literally yell.
Oh yeah.
Okay, bro.
It was a noise like that.
That was just a yell.
Yeah, Dorian's done a ton of shows too.
Dorian's had a good year, man. It's been a good year, a long year, but he had a good. He had a good year for him.
Yeah, he had a couple top 5 spots, placings. He's maintained his condition.
Yeah.
It's hard. I see a slightly different version of Dorian at every show. Sometimes he's a little fuller and not as crisp, and sometimes it's the opposite. It's hard to put that all together. It's hard.
It sounds easy. Hey, just come in leaner and shredded.
Yeah.
But
just be fuller and more shredded next time. Okay.
Easy combination to get. But Dorian's got gobs of muscle, man. The kid dude's got like a ton of muscle.
Yeah, he is.
He's a chiropractor.
He's a chiropractor, that's right.
Yeah.
He's 5'9". He's about 260 on stage.
That's a big dude.
That's a lot of muscle. Dr. Dorian Haywood. I can't remember the name of the. I love the way he hits that. It's the Phil Heath variation on the most muscular. We should call that the Phil Heath crab. Take a bow, Dorian. All right, good job, Dorian. Oh.
Jordan.
I'm gonna look at the. Well, Jen, we're not seeing on the Zoom call what they're seeing on YouTube, right? So if you pull it up, we're not going to see it. No worries, mate. Okay, so we have Kevin Jordan, former overall NPC national champion, Illinois. I think he's from. Is that right?
Yeah, right around Illinois.
Where's it?
St. Louis, Missouri, I think.
Yeah, Missouri.
St. Louis.
He was a Chad Nichols discovery. Chad saw him at a local show and said, "You could be a really good pro one day."
Is he still working with Chad?
I'm not sure, but I think that's a good question. I don't think Chad works with a lot of people at one time.
No, not very many.
Very select. So he's got Rami, obviously. He works with. Oh no, he's not working with Blessing anymore, right?
Oh, no kidding.
Rami's looking so good.
Yeah, Kevin. He's been away for a couple of years, and he's definitely improved. Definitely much better. He was never in really great condition before, from what I remember today. Yeah.
But taking time off and coming back is not easy. You know what I mean? It's not an easy thing to do. So props to Kevin, man.
Yeah. Another guy with a lot of muscle and really good shape.
Yeah. Beautiful shape to him.
And man, especially in the off season, he is enormous.
He gets big, yeah. He gets big. But he's got a hell of a taper to him too, though.
Yeah. No gut.
No.
Controls his breathing very well. Oh, I'm not looking at YouTube. I don't have YouTube up. She had the piazza. Oh, on WhatsApp. Oh, okay.
I was waiting to see it.
Okay.
I'm like, what? Cool.
Nice tight ad.
Kuclo is on stage.
Gracias.
Kuclo's already on stage. Mine must be delayed by like 3 seconds.
So is mine. Yeah.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, I can see him on stage, and I can see that he dropped his number.
Okay, so I guess I'm like 10 seconds behind real time on my stream now for some reason. 10-second delay. Kuclo. Steve Kuclo on stage. The trademark turquoise. He always wears turquoise. That's your color, Steve. Watching Steve Kuclo. Steve still, he took too long to walk out into the light. I don't like when they linger too long in the shadows of the back area.
King Snake. He moves in the dark.
I like how he angles to the judges.
Yeah.
He's got gobs of muscle, man. Just lots of muscle.
That hand on hip most muscular of his is so impressive. He's got
His delts
delts
like two big watermelons just sitting on his shoulder.
like Levroni delts, like Dennis Newman.
Yeah.
Dennis Newman had some delts on him.
Yeah, I did.
Because that was actually one of Dennis's best shots. Dennis would do it with one hand on one hip and the other one out like that.
He could do no wrong.
Yeah, Steve looks great.
So the question is this Kid Rock or AC/DC?
Oh, I'm not listening. I can't put it up too loud. I can't hear it. I don't want to mess with the copyright.
Yeah.
You don't want to anger the gods of YouTube. Their wrath will be mighty. It shall rain down upon thee. Steve looks so good.
Maybe his best condition to date thus far, man. He looks great.
He's been putting it together very well the past few shows, I have to say.
He's been consistent the last few shows, you know. And that, like that long break from after the COVID and all that, and last year, it may have done him some good. Let his body heal up a little bit, rest up, get fresh.
I think so. Yeah, because he was out from, he didn't compete since early March. So he had almost about a year and a half. It's been about almost a year and a half.
Yeah.
It's a long break.
But he's still consistent though. He didn't get wasn't like he was just chilling,
You can tell that he wasn't.
Oh, he was working.
Good job, Steve.
Married to Amanda Latona.
Yeah. What's booty scrunch? Is that thing? What's it called?
Yeah.
Booty
Scrunch butt.
No, what's it called? Booty queen, right?
Booty queen. Yes.
Okay, we got very big Hassan Mustafa from Egypt, now residing in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Man, so much potential. Look at that.
He looks morphed. That doesn't even look real.
No.
Like what?
And you know what? He's short, so it makes the muscles look even bigger.
Yeah, he's not tall at all.
He's 5'7", I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm 5'7.5" now, unfortunately. Seem to be shrinking. We see pretty much eye to eye.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
His legs and his back. Look at his delts.
Yeah. He does not, it's not like he has a wide waist. It just, if it was a little narrower, it would be even that much more impressive.
Looks like one of those old muscle heads figures. Remember those?
Were those like bobbleheads?
You used to see them like
Muscle Head was the
comics.
Cartoon.
Yeah.
In Muscle Mag International.
Oh yeah.
I love those. Those are hilarious.
Those are great, man.
It was always like a one panel thing. Some one liner.
Oh, good times.
He's a good guy.
This guy's impressive as hell, man. Look at that blood.
Yeah, I love it. He brushed it off.
There you go. Only certain guys can do that, though. That's not for bantamweights.
No, I mean he's got top three quads. I'd say today would be Rami, Hassan, and Hadi Chupan, maybe.
Yeah.
They all have
Quad game,
tremendous quad development.
That was a good show for him. I mean, he looked good. To be, his fifth, sixth show, whatever it is this year.
I don't think it's inconceivable he could be fourth.
That's what I think. Him and Martin, maybe fourth place.
I don't think I wouldn't be upset.
I think he's gonna be fifth.
Fifth, yeah.
Yeah, I see Martin in fourth, and him. So Iain's on stage now.
Okay, guys, we love Iain Valliere. Just for those of you who think we're like Steve Kuclo fanboys, I'm a huge fan of this man. So is Mike. So is Chris. We love this guy. He's a workhorse. He trains his ass off.
Consistent. He's a bodybuilder, bro. That's what he does. Yes.
He's got the manly beard going.
He's improved
tremendously. He's changed so much.
A couple of years ago,
even from this morning to now, you can definitely tell that he's tired.
Yeah.
Super confident.
Chest is so impressive.
Tell you what, if he wins, I'm not going to cry at all.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I just think Steve's got a little bit more, and they're both phenomenal. Phil's phenomenal too. The top three in this show are so close. It's going to be a nail biter, and you're going to be hearing a lot of boos, no matter what happens.
Oh, no matter who else.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Because each one of these men has their own fan base, and because these guys all deserve to have a lot of fans. Yeah. These three, they're tremendous. He's got a hell of a back, and the condition helps because every little separation between the teres major, rhomboid, and all that crap.
I mean, his condition has been consistent like the past couple of shows, man. Like on, no, dry, full, great shape, great condition.
It only took his coach Patrick Toro one show. Well, I think he only had 1 week for the Portugal show to tour. He only worked with him for like the last week, so let's not even count that. But his first full prep with him was for Tampa Pro last year. Was it Tampa Pro? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
He was by himself, remember? I think, or New York.
What?
Tampa,
because
that was Tampa. That was when he had the bad color or whatever.
Right. Because New York, he won that. He came back 3 weeks later. But I've said this before, but Patrick tried dehydrating him as you would with most people, and it didn't work for him. It made him look much worse.
Why is Logan on stage?
Logan? Oh yeah, what's Logan?
Yes, Logan's on stage now.
Guest posing? What?
No.
They're all guest posers.
No, what is going on? So Logan Franklin, the runner-up in classic physique yesterday.
Well, Tyler just got up and walked away, so maybe a little.
A break? Maybe Tyler had to go to the bathroom. But they brought Logan Franklin back out to...
They brought Logan, yes.
Yeah. Well, Logan's wearing non-official posing grease, people.
Yeah, those are like...
yeah. And you don't see any numbers on the trunk, so...
Yeah. You can't follow Iain. I mean, that's a tough act to follow.
I didn't hear
60 pounds.
Yeah. Anybody on the chat, did you hear an explanation as to why this is happening? Why is Logan out there? Not complaining. I'm just puzzled.
Oh, they said Logan Franklin won the best poser. So it's like a best poser award.
Okay.
And $1,000 go with it.
He hits some of the old Arnold poses. I love it.
Yeah.
He could get some tan on his face because it's too white.
You're right.
Some makeup or something.
Yeah, I mean, Robert sort of spoiled the party for him this year, but he looks like a champion. He's more than capable of winning this show. Like I said, if one guy hadn't showed up looking insane,
like a cartoon character.
I mean, Logan does have a very pretty physique.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's so reminiscent of the best physiques of the 70s.
Yeah.
With more leg development, a little more back development. But man, reminds me of guys like Arnold, Bob Birdsong, David Draper, that era. He's even got the same bicep peak as Arnold.
Yeah. His twisting shots are good though.
Yeah.
He's got very good twisting shots.
So the trunks he has on, that's pretty much the size of the bodybuilding trunks in the mid-70s.
Yeah.
Early mid-70s.
So Richard Sparty came and screwed it up for everybody with those damn ripped glutes.
That's right. And that's when the sides started getting more narrow and cut.
Smaller and smaller.
And now they're basically like we call it a bikini, don't we?
And then the mirror, like the mirror.
Thong, a sparkly thong.
Good job, Logan. Okay, he's talking to Bob.
Logan, of course, now working with Milo Sarshev, the Mind, who does a lot of commentary for us with MD. Always enjoy working with Milos.
Milos is awesome.
Yeah,
I love Milos.
Logan, very dramatic. I love
That was
that.
a good routine.
Joe Weider pose.
Yeah. The Master Blaster.
Yeah.
Trainer of champions since 1936.
Have made him rich.
I think I had the year right.
36, yeah.
I think I did the math wrong one time. I think I thought he was only like 12 years old at that point. I said he wasn't training champions when he was 12. Come on, man. Okay, so there's his. How much money did they give him? $1,000?
$1,000.
$1,000 for being the best poser. Not too shabby.
Not bad, no.
A lot of chicken.
They could hold the check a little lower, right? Fighting his physique. I'm like, I want to see the physique.
Usually they put the check on the ground for all the
On the
pictures.
ground, man.
Yeah, you don't typically see the check in the picture. Well, say a few words. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, that bad boy Logan. Enjoy the night, man.
Logan, U.S. Army veteran.
Oh, is he really?
I believe he served in Afghanistan, maybe Iraq as well. I know one of those.
Nice.
I think he had a couple tours.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, he looks like if you're watching a movie about like a soldier, not that big. They wouldn't have the guy be that big, but he'd be great in a role like that.
They have been Cedric.
Yeah, imagine that. That'd be like the soldiers from Planet Muscle.
Well, Cedric does all. Perhaps it does all that training with those guys too, man.
Is he still full time though?
Is he? I'm not sure if he's still 100% active or not. But a hell of a career.
Yeah.
I have to say Logan's George Jefferson in that check. He's not letting that thing go.
Oh man, George Jefferson from the TV series The Jeffersons.
Yeah.
Was that something he didn't let checks go? He was like,
yeah, George loved his check.
He
had death clutch on them.
Yeah.
Easy.
Oh wow, moving up to the east side, man.
No, they were moving up to a deluxe apartment in the sky.
Sky high.
I mean, it was the same theme song in the beginning and the end, but like one was much faster, more upbeat, like a gospel.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end, it was a slower. At the end, it was like a slower, more subtle version.
Get all the credits through at the end of the show.
Yeah, right.
Oh, sorry.
Moving on up to me.
You can clap, just don't sing.
Don't sing.
Yeah, nobody wants me to sing. Trust me.
We're
Okay,
gonna do the post down.
we got the 212 competitors coming back out. This will be the pose down and awards.
Missing and appears Kuclo ate him.
Music man's ready. What? No, they're not going to judge him again, right?
They can't.
Please don't judge them again. Only God can judge
I don't
them.
think they will judge them again. It's gonna go to post
Oh,
down.
pose down.
Yep.
Yeah, so this is where they jostle.
I don't
for
want
position.
Guy to retire.
Is he still up? Oh, he's up there. He is up there, yeah.
Yeah, maybe all
all
the
of
10
them.
guys go now. Yeah, everybody.
This is his last. This will be the last time we ever see Guy Cisternino. He might still guest pose, but last time we'll see him as a competitor on a stage. That's crazy. He's had a hell of a run. I want to say he turned pro at least 10 years ago. At least I want to say it was more like closer to 15 years ago at this point.
Wasn't that 2006 or 7?
Yeah, I think it was. I think he turned pro before Jose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jose turned pro 2007, I think. but he didn't compete. Didn't make his pro debut until 2009. Yeah, because he broke his leg in the. He won his pro card toward the end of 2007 at the Nationals, and then he slipped on his back steps in the ice because we're here in Massachusetts. We get ice in the winter. Broke his leg. I remember seeing him in the gym, and he got so fat. He got to like 260.
Oh my God!
Can you imagine Jose? And that's when
And
he had
he's so short.
That's when he had the long. He had his hair down to here to his shoulders too. He looked like a butterball. He was proof.
That is humongous.
He was big. He was a big kid. Yeah, good old days.
Right.
And he actually kept the hair long for his first couple seasons as a pro. He would just usually have in a ponytail.
It was long too, wasn't it? You'll remember that.
Then he shaved it.
You know what? But you can tell the guy's having fun. He's just like posing with everybody and trying to enjoy his last show.
And God is like, he doesn't look bad, man. When you look at him right now in those lights, he doesn't. It's not like he's not competitive.
Right. In the old days, they used to judge this round.
Yeah, in the posing round.
How do you judge this? Like, who really?
Oh my God.
Who's more aggressive? Who's they're not going to change physique wise.
That's hard.
Lee Haney and Dorian got first place the whole thing. So.
Always.
Yeah, every year, no matter what.
Yep, that's right.
Dorian got first in the posing round.
It was ridiculous. It really was.
That's awesome.
So we got some placings coming up. 212.
So I still think, let's see.
6th place will be given to that's Charles Curtis.
Charles, yeah.
Good job, Charles.
Yeah.
Didn't he get 6 last week too?
I think so. I think he did. Fifth place, is that Jason Hebert?
Yeah, I think so. This is pro debut, right?
Jason? No, he's done a couple shows.
No, okay.
But I think this is his first season as a pro.
First season?
I don't remember seeing him before this season. Yeah, this is his first season though. So who's this? This is Martin Gomez. Is that
Yep.
right? Yeah. For those tuning in. Yeah, you're ahead.
Wow,
Wow.
third place.
I was thinking Toro.
Wow. Who'd they put ahead of Austin?
I have no clue. Who was even up there?
We'll find out. Is Keon giving out second place? Isn't that
Gotta be
Keon?
first place.
No, Austin wasn't second.
Oh, so they only
Yeah,
top five.
they only did top 5 places.
Only top 5. Cool.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
was gonna say
Austin
who's,
got second and
who the hell is beating
Ahmed got
him?
first.
Okay, so it's Ahmed.
Yeah, Ahmed.
No surprise.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Ahmed
So
has
Charlie's
survived.
got 5th place, not 6th.
Right.
So does the second place guy get money too?
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
money all the way down the line to fifth.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, no
Look at
surprise.
the trophy, man.
What the heck is
Nice
that?
trophy.
It's like a big
Yeah.
giant plaque.
Oh, nice.
That's badass.
How do you get that back
Wow.
overseas?
What the heck?
Got to
It's
ship
nice.
that back.
Nice crystal vase. Huh?
Oh,
Okay.
very nice.
Keon,
First
love you,
place,
buddy,
Ahmed.
but
second,
take off your
Austin.
hood.
Being mysterious.
Good job.
Really?
Ahmed deserved it. There comes Bob.
Yeah.
Bob's
How does it feel?
feel?
Give us your best. I'm going to the Olympia pose.
So true, dude.
He rips on people for not knowing how to hit a pose with a sword in their hand.
Man, go get a meal, relax.
So he got the medal, the trophy, and the plate. That's really
Yeah.
That's a lot of stuff.
It's a lot of stuff
things,
He's-
That's
yeah. For the check.
to take home.
Yeah, that plaque's better than a sword.
Yeah.
I can't see the picture on my screen. I can't really make it out.
No.
I think it's,
Very nice.
it's reflecting too much. Iron World, I believe that's Gasp's
Yes, right.
YouTube channel. Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah, Gasp. Gasp is a great company. I own a lot of Gasp clothing. A lot. Not as much as some people, I'm sure, but a good amount.
Last for a long time.
Ahmed's victory speech.
Good job, Ahmed.
Well deserved.
Yeah, I mean, he was a close second at the last 2 shows I've been to.
He looked great in Chicago, dude. I thought he looked phenomenal in Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, there are argument people. There are some people thought he could have, should have beat Keon there.
Yeah,
Super close.
He'll be in first call at the Olympia. I can confidently say that. Even though it's going to be a hell of a 212 Olympia.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad it's in Orlando one more year at least.
The setup though was phenomenal. The stage and the sound system was loud as crap. Though I will say the sound was loud.
It was very loud.
But the stage and the screens, like Jake, he hooked that up. It was amazing what he did with that thing.
Yeah,
Absolutely amazing.
That's Olympia stage in Orlando was bigger, longer than a football field, I believe.
Yeah, it was huge.
And the
Yeah,
screens,
I know. Like we were backstage, and then it took like 10 minutes to get to the middle of the stage. I was like walking, and it was never there. I'm like,
they should have had a shuttle for you guys.
Yeah, right. Golf cart.
But it was so beautiful. It was
Congratulations to Ahmed.
Yeah, it was.
We have a rain of fire coming down from the top of the stage.
It's a good show, man. Like it's very. The setup was very
the
good.
production, right? Very
Yeah.
beautiful.
I believe this is Freddie's first pro production. Did a great, did a fantastic,
get another one.
Good job,
fantastic
Freddie.
job.
Yeah.
Andy, as we noted earlier today, Freddie and his team put this interwebs pay-per-view together from scratch. That's commendable. That could not have been easy.
No.
Oh, Freddie's a men's
Is he
physique
really?
pro?
Yeah,
Oh, I did not
I've
know
seen
that.
Freddie competing.
Oh,
Jack of all trades, man.
He did look familiar now that I think about it. I've probably seen him a few times.
Time for the Open Award.
Yeah, let's go, guys. Don't be
That's
shy.
fun.
Look like they didn't want to come out there. Come on, guys.
Yeah, right.
The expediters too. So this will be. I think they bring the whole top 10 out for the post now.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. This will be very interesting to see how this goes down. I'm very curious.
And I'm curious to see the score sheets to see how close they were.
Mm-hmm.
But
It's going to be very close.
Even then, people would want to know from the judges an explanation. Why did you have so and so winning?
Yes.
Because, like I said, when they're that close, you have to justify it somehow. You can't just go. I said I did eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Phil wins.
There's got to be a rhyme to the reason.
This is going to be the best Arnold's ever.
Yeah.
At least for the last 5 years or so. That's going to be so fun.
Stacked lineup.
There are so many new competitors there.
Yeah. I really want to see Nick Walker at this Arnold.
Yeah.
Because that'll be a level up for him. That's a whole other level. The Arnold.
It's a different. Yeah. It's not like New York. No.
Right.
Nothing against Justin, but you got Bonac, you got Cedric, you got some men.
That's a whole other league.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know he was pissing off a lot of the guys with his confidence, but I think it's good. He needs to be confident.
Yeah. What are you going to be like? I don't know. I hope I do okay.
Right. No.
Don't get mad at me, guys, but I think I might be able to place.
You got to train to win.
Very strong mindset. I like this mindset. So post down now.
Still, all three of them sticking closely together.
Kuclo looks so good.
They're not going to leave each other.
No.
He's one of the only knocks on Phil I can make, and Iain the same. They both need more calves compared to Kuclo. Makes it. He's got like twice the calf, but I know it's mostly genetic. But
yeah,
they do make a difference. Shows have never won or lost on calves. I don't think.
No,
they do add an
Should
extra something. If you've
Now
got-
I'm looking at everybody's calves.
Yeah, I mean, I've been to shows where like a lot of the men's physique guys didn't have much calf development. And I was like, why are they even wearing? They should just have them in pants then. If calves don't matter, I'm gonna get some crap for saying that.
Oh, you're screwed, dude.
Get
The
ready
hate
for
mail's
this.
coming. Yeah.
So me and Mike on the play-by, well, see, they can't hear us. We're just talking amongst ourselves. But at every show that me and Mike sit next to each other covering, we're always very impressed with the development of the men's physique guys. They all have these great shoulders, tiny little waists, big arms,
Conditioned.
crazy midsections. Yeah, I mean, believe me, I'd love to look like some of these damn men's physique
And some
guys.
of those guys could be, classic physique guys if they wanted
Absolutely.
to.
Yeah, they have the
Easily.
mass.
Yeah. And they have the condition, like just get up there and pose.
Yeah.
Martin holding his own out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the youngster.
Yeah.
Wow, mine's like going in slow motion now.
Let me do it.
Mine too.
It looks like stop motion animation.
Just a-
Claymation.
It's
Just to add some extra excitement,
Yeah, some special effects. So here we go, guys. This is
Oh,
it.
yeah.
This is it.
Each time.
Bring that 5th place trophy and the check for X amount of dollars too.
Who you guys got in 5th?
Mustafa.
How long? Hassan, I would give him 5th. I would have no problem with Hassan in 4th.
No, neither would I.
Yeah, but I think he's gonna be 5th. Hassan 5th, Martin 4th.
Fourth.
After that, good lord.
After that, who knows? There you go.
After
Give me a nail biter, so I'm going to bite my nails now. Terrible
I
habit.
think Martin knows he got 4th place too.
Yeah,
Like-
so it's gonna be Hassan 5th, Martin 4th,
It's a hold up here.
and then tough 2.
I mean, you
Okay,
beat
so-
Mustafa Muhammad in your
Okay.
pro debut.
So that's it. 5th place, Hassan Mustafa.
Hassan, yeah,
Yeah.
we got it right.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. If anyone could have called this all 5 of them in order, props to
I
you.
would say Phil's
Phil,
gonna get 3rd.
Martin,
Phil.
no surprise. Martin in 4th.
Phil,
I would say Martin 4th, Phil
and
3rd,
Ian in 2nd.
Iain 2nd, and
Phil's
Phil
pissed.
1st.
You guys are seeing it a few seconds before me.
Oh, sorry, Ron.
It's okay.
I'm not seeing that yet.
Spoiler alert.
My bad.
Phil, yeah, no surprise.
Phil, yeah, Phil got 3rd place.
Yeah.
Hell of a show, man. Hell of a show.
Yeah, I mean, it was that close.
I guarantee he had to get some 2nd place votes. I guarantee he got 2nd place votes.
This is not, nobody blew the show away by any means.
No.
Those top 3.
Dennis
Yeah,
James is gonna be
DJ.
giving the 2nd place. Big DJ on stage.
Oh, yeah. There he is.
He's another one that he doesn't age.
No,
No.
Keeps looking good.
At all.
And I'm like, man,
it's exactly the same.
Probably not even on a bunch of half dozen of Botox. That's just moisturized. Cocoa butter, as me and Mike said to each other the other
There
day.
you go, bro. Lather it up.
well, he still does his cardio every day. 2 hours of cardio, Stairmasters.
Damn.
He was one of the biggest pros ever back then.
Oh
He was-
my gosh.
he
Guess
was-
who got 2nd place?
I can't.
What?
I don't know.
Steve.
Oh my God, are you
Steve.
serious?
Wow.
Wow.
Holy
Wow.
shit.
Ian
Okay.
won the show.
No.
No,
Steve-
Ian won the
Steve.
show.
Ian won. So Ian fans, you got it right.
Yes, Ian fans,
Yeah,
you got
fans.
it.
You were right. He was the best
You
man
were
on
right.
stage today. I have no problem with that.
No,
No.
Very
all.
impressive.
Yeah, I agree.
Wow. So Steve has to win the Arnold now to get the Olympia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pressure's on.
Yeah, it
Good
is.
for you. Congratulations, Ian Valliere. Well done.
Congratulations.
Well
Congratulations.
done. Yeah, the conditioning
Wow.
did it for him. It had to come down to
Super.
conditioning.
2
You
for
see,
2.
he won last
man.
year. He won last week. Came back, won it again.
Yeah, 2 in a
So,
row.
yeah.
And,
Two in a
props
row.
to him because he could easily have skipped this show. There was no real, he didn't have to do this show.
No.
He wanted the chance to beat Kuclo.
And make some money.
Yeah, but this puts him in
Another
a better
title.
spot. Yeah.
This takes him to a kind of another level, beating Kuclo. So
Yeah,
going to
okay.
that Arnold, you got, I mean, Ian, you got to put him in that first call out. Got to give him that mix if he shows up like this. You know, we got Bonac, Ian, maybe Nick, you know, Cedric, Sir. Like, Ian is that guy now. He's moving up. That 5th place at the O isn't off his radar.
Yeah. You know, Sean Ray had a phrase for what's happening now. Ian is putting Kuclo in his rear view mirror. I wouldn't necessarily say that Steve's never going to beat Ian again, or vice. You know, these guys are so good at that level.
This had to be a close, but even between first and second, dude, it had to be close.
It had to be.
You know, there's no way he got a perfect score this week.
No, I mean you could argue either one for the win, and you wouldn't be wrong.
And if Phil got some first place votes too, it wouldn't shock me at all whatsoever.
They were all worthy of a win today, but somebody had to win and somebody had to lose.
Man.
And George White, you had it right.
Yeah. Did he call the top 3 in that order?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, George is a hell of a judge.
Very good. Hot damn, man.
Congratulations, Ian
Good for
Valliere.
Ian. Big year, man.
Excellent season. New York Pro last year. This is his 4th pro win because he won Portugal the year before that. Ian Valliere's 4th pro win. 7th place at the Olympia last year. I strongly suspect he'll be higher than that this year.
Yeah, it's game changer, bro. That's a game changer right here. 10 G's, and he said it on Fawad's show that, you know, it's a bonus, so that's nice payday. It's a very nice payday past 2 weekends.
Yeah,
$1,000, man.
It was worth hanging on for another week.
Yeah, like Darren Charles, king of the $10,000 shows.
Yep. Yeah, he used to rack those up.
Oh my God, he did.
So he's giving a speech now. So for those of you just joining us in the Muscular Development's coverage of Texas Pro, brought to you by High Tech Pharmaceuticals, 212 results were: first place Ahmed El Sadani, second place Austin Karr, third place Martin Gomez, fourth place Jason Hebert, fifth place Charles Curtis. In the Open, we just had a very, very close decision. Top 3 guys were phenomenal. Champion Iain Valliere, runner-up, second place Steve Kuclo, third place Phil Clayhar, fourth place excellent pro debut for the young Martin Fitzwater, fifth place Egypt's Hassan Mustafa, locking in more points for the Olympia. She already had plenty to get into the Olympia. And we're going to see a lot of these guys at the Olympia.
Yeah.
Ian, obviously. Kuclo needs to win the Arnold Classic in 6 weeks, guys. To get to the Olympia, he has to win. This would not give him enough points. Phil Clayhar, I think this is it for this season, unless he does a post-Olympia show. Yeah, and Hassan we'll see at the Arnold Classic and the Olympia. Yeah.
Maybe they can give Phil an invite to the Arnold. You never know.
Yeah, I don't think it's inconceivable. I'd like to see him up there. It's going to make the show even better. Make an even better show.
Yeah, you know.
They typically cap the Arnold off around 12 guys.
Yeah.
Because it's invite only, and
they
can invite whoever the heck they want.
Like, listen, it's gonna be a hell of a show, bro. Like, this is exciting again, because we went to that beginning of the year to where there was nothing at all.
Yeah.
You know, then Indy came and it just kind of snowballed. So we got 2 left, and just the hype, you know, leading up to those last 2. I mean, you got the Arnold Classic and the Olympia left.
Yeah,
which is unique.
The 2 biggest
mean?
shows in the world. Yeah.
Yeah,
we've never had that before ever. They've always been.
It's gonna be fun because they have the Arnolds now, and then they have the Arnolds again in March.
Yeah,
it's like not even a year between shows.
It's a quick turnaround.
2 in 1 year.
It's gonna be like a 6-month turnaround between Arnold Classics.
Yeah. Oh, it's nice. That's gonna be nice. And the Arnold Europe is when is that Arnold Europe? Is that the same day?
That's the
Arnold
week
in
before
UK.
the Olympia.
The UK is 1 week before.
Right.
So a week later after the Ohio.
Yeah. We're in good hands, man.
So it's gonna be a lot of shows.
Yeah.
Those are the only 3
Arnold,
Arnolds.
Ohio.
Yeah, they only have Arnold in Ohio, UK.
South American.
Do they have the Brazil one this year?
Oh no, I don't.
No, it's only those 2, right, for this year?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't do that.
the UK
Yeah.
one.
UK and Arnold. I don't think Brazil was this year, was it?
No, and they didn't do any.
Brazil was so.
They didn't do South Africa. They didn't do Australia. So Iain
No.
Valliere, well earned victory here.
Good win, man.
2 wins in 2 weeks, and he beat.
So it probably won't happen next year either.
Yeah.
No.
Is that what you're hearing? Yeah.
Yeah, the borders are shut hard.
Wow.
And Tony said
they can't even travel between states.
Oh, wow.
This virus sucks.
Especially now with the Delta variation or whatever, it's getting worse again. Here in Florida, they're shutting down things again.
Yeah. They're
asking for masks
in Florida. Everything. But you know, Florida's wild. It's wild down here, man. Florida's like the wild, wild west.
It is.
Anything goes.
Okay.
Not like the rest of us.
No, this is this whole. It's just another country sometimes, man.
Really
I love it down there. It really, it's just.
You'll be seeing certain crazy news stories about, you know, naked man on meth drives a forklift into a cruise ship, and you say, "I bet that was Florida," and you look and it was Florida.
And even it starts off with, Florida man. When it starts off with Florida man, wow.
I actually saw one today that was a Utah man.
Oh wow.
He was he was masturbating while reading the Bible.
Oh God.
And he was struck by lightning.
Karma.
Yeah.
Jen, are there any questions in the chat we want to get to before we go away?
Oh my gosh, the chat's going nuts here. So many messages.
Okay, so let's take a look at the chat here. Well, the first thing that we need to keep in mind right now is that the chat is kind of angry at the moment. So we got they're a little angry. So let's just check here.
Angry at the results, or angry in general? What?
Angry at the results. Some people are saying Phil should have won. Some people say Steve should have won. There's the Iain group that, you know, are happy that Iain won and are rubbing it in, which they shouldn't do. But
hey, I mean, look at when teams win the Super Bowl. Look at
exactly.
Look at the shenanigans football fans when their team wins the Super Bowl.
Okay, so here's one of the comments. Let me just throw this out. It's more tamer of the comments. You could argue with that any of them won, but anybody beating Iain in the top 5 or 6 at the Olympia or so makes sense.
Okay, I agree. I mean, the Olympia is the best of the best.
Right.
Any questions, Jen? You see anyone demanding to know? Were you guys on crack today? Do they want to know because we didn't have Iain winning?
Well, we had mostly we had a very hangry chat in here, but let's see. Okay, chat. Do you have questions for the panel? Anybody?
You know, if they're angry at because most of us thought Kuclo should have won, it's just personal opinion. Right. I have no problem with Iain winning at all. No problem. Condition on
we all said it could go either way. So first and second place.
I think
even third place.
I think it came down to condition from what it looked like, and you know, we're just watching the stream. If he looked more conditioned on the stream, I can only imagine in real life what he looked like. But check out the contest gallery. Those photos from the finals will be up in a couple hours, probably on musculardevelopment.com.
Can't wait to see Hector's shots of tonight. Because Iain looked like he improved on the stream. So imagine how he's going to be in Florida.
Sure, the conditioning was out of this world in those photos.
Iain's not small either, but Steve's big, but Iain's got some muscle to him too. He's got that hanging back. Yeah. You know, that back double bicep it just hangs. Yeah. And he's got those crazy shoulders and the glutes are in. But like I said, it could have gone either way. Like any one of those 3 guys could have won the show.
Okay, we have. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Please continue.
Oh, what was I saying? I'm good.
Just read the question.
Okay.
We're good.
Yeah.
Okay, so question for the panel. What do you think was the difference in Iain winning over Steve?
Ladies first, Natalia.
Honestly, I think from the morning to the finals, Iain came much tighter because in the morning I had Steve winning. At finals, I was like, maybe, Iain can take it. So I think he was drier and tighter. I really like his side chest and side triceps, all his side pulls. I think his hamstrings and his quads and all the separation of his muscles look amazing. From the back, I wasn't sure if he would win because Steve was really good and Steve is bigger than he is. But I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's going to be 1 point difference between them because they both look amazing. So,
okay.
Conditioning.
Go ahead, Goon.
I'd say the difference between them was conditioning. You know, when I saw the pictures, from today. Iain just looked so much detail tighter. And tonight on the live stream, he even looked better than he did this morning. So I think that was Iain's edge in the show.
Do you think Steve was softer, or do you think Iain was just came back better, tighter?
I think Iain just came back better. And Iain's got a pretty small waist for a big guy. I really think that helped him out here today.
Big
Small
Mike.
waist. I think he was sharper tonight. Honestly, I don't know. I don't want to say Steve was off because it's only been a couple hours, but I don't know. Whatever Iain did between the morning and night really helped him. He was rock hard though, man. He was rock hard. If you're going to nitpick, maybe his hamstrings were a little more diced than Steve's. Steve's chest and shoulders are just not out of this world, but Iain's back is and you shows are one from the back. Steve's back isn't weak, but Iain's got those lats where you can almost look like you can grab his lats to where they're just hanging like that. And, that back lats, that back double, back lat spread, man, with his condition, it's hard to beat. It's really hard to beat.
Earlier today I was arguing about why we have a need for the confirmation round, because I personally don't see it, but I think the confirmation round won Iain Valliere this contest because he did improve noticeably from judging just a few hours later to finals, whereas I think Kuclo maintained his condition, and it was so close. The judges, they had to do something. They had to make a decision, and Iain just looked like the condition was too much. We said Kuclo's size was too much to handle. Iain's got plenty of size too, and he must have brought. I can't wait to see the pictures from this, but it looks like he brought just insane conditioning to the finals. Probably 10% better condition in a span of 4 hours, 5 hours. That's amazing.
Totally agree with that. Absolutely.
One more question, Jen.
Okay. Do you think Iain has the ability to get into the top 3? This is from Jason Simpson.
Natalia?
At the Olympia?
Yeah.
I can see him top 5. But to say he would be in top 3, I would need to see the lineup, because I just don't know if he can stand next to like Remy and all these guys. He definitely got the size, the conditioning, but I don't know. Like from last year to this year, I'm pretty sure he's gonna place higher. He's improved so much, like everywhere.
Right.
I thought only his back, like I saw how much he was focusing on his back. But if you see his legs, like everything is improved. So only God knows what he's gonna bring in 7-8 weeks. And I'm excited to see that. But I would say maybe top 5.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying he cannot place higher, because you see today, like tonight, we thought he would be second. He plays first.
Yeah.
We never know.
Family Guy's own, Chris Griffin.
I think it would be a stretch, but I wouldn't put it out of the question that he could be top 3. I want to see him up against like Akeem, the 3-4 guys, the 3-4-5 guys, instead of like putting them right up there with Hardy and Rami.
Yeah. Chupan, Rami, William Bonac, Brandon Curry.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the closer you get to the top of the Olympia, man, it gets very tough.
Yeah, but he definitely made a stride today. Like today, he kind of put his picket out there, his sign up or whatever. He's fighting for the top 5.
Yeah. Big Mike.
Listen, condition will get you far in this sport. Iain's got condition, but when you're talking about top 3, you got like Brandon's pretty, Hottie's got some crazy muscle. Now, Ramy's peaked one time in 7 years. So I'm not drinking that Kool-Aid again. If I had to bet, right? Iain is listen, man. You got to see him next to Hottie and Brandon, but Iain is going to be that 5th, 4th guy. Top 3, it's not out of the question. We didn't think Gustavo Bedell would place top 3 after getting waxed the year before, right?
That's true. Yeah.
Brandon improved. We didn't think Brandon was going to like turn into Brandon. Anything's possible in the sport. You know what I mean? Anything's possible.
Yeah. I would just say I don't see it this year happening for Iain, but I could see him going back into the dungeon for another off season. I could see him coming back in 2022. Iain version 4 or whatever, 1.0.
Yeah.
I could see him improve again. He's only just turned 30. He's made such improvements. He's 20 pounds up from like the 2018 Olympia, where he made his first impression on us. It's almost a full 20 pounds, he told me. So I can imagine he doesn't need 20 more pounds, but 10 more pounds on him with that type of condition, keeping his waist tight. I wouldn't rule out a top 3 Olympia if he can do that.
Yeah. Pack some more size on his chest. It's just the sky's the limit, man.
Yeah. Well, Jen, how are we looking to wrap it up? I'll do a little wrap up if feel right. Okay, so guys, I just want to read the results real fast again because I know some of you are just joining us. 212, we had Ahmed El Sadani first place, followed by Austin Karr, Martin Gomez, Jason Hebert, Charles Curtis. In the open, we had Iain Valliere winning, Steve Kuclo second, third Phil Clayhar, fourth Martin Fitzwater, fifth Hassan Mustafa. I want to thank High Tech Pharmaceuticals for sponsoring our coverage of the Texas Pro. Thank Freddie. What's Freddie's last name? I'm bad. Nadeau, that's what I was going to say. I didn't want to get it wrong. Thanks to Freddie Nadeau for putting on a great show and for all his assistance with our coverage. And that's it. I want to thank all the panelists here tonight. Natalia Coelho, Chris Griffin, Mike Cox, and of course, Jen Geraci Widmark behind the scenes, steering the ship, making sure it doesn't go off the edge of the world. And thank all you guys for watching along with us. This was the last chance in the United States this year to qualify for the Mr. Olympia. Phil Clayhar will not make it. Steve Kuclo has one more chance at the Arnold Classic in 6 weeks to qualify for Olympia. Iain Valliere has now 2 qualifications for the Olympia. He's all set. And we'll see him and, of course, 212 champ Ahmed El Sadani at the Olympia in 8 weeks. That's it. Just want to thank everyone one last time. And that's it. We'll see you probably. I don't know if we'll do this one again soon, but we'll see. We had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. Hope you guys did.
Awesome, man. Enjoyed it, bro. Loved it.
Yeah.
All right.